Get a bling here.
You can get me one too. Okay, anyone behind us?
No.
Okay. All right.
I guess no oh, somebody's on.
Somebody's on, but no notifications, man.
Jesus. I give with Facebook.
Is there anyone over there?
I don't know. I can't see.
Maybe I have to make a U-turn.
Maybe. Because at this rate, you ain't never going to make it across. Faux sure.
Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna make a U-turn. I can't see shit.
I know, and I can't see what's coming. Yeah, just go ahead and make a Louis. Alrighty. Hold on, guys. I'm getting my thing ready. Listen, I don't care about no TikTok crap. There we go. Got it. Oh.
No, do not enter. Oh, it's okay.
Excuse us, we're not from around here. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Well, hello everybody.
No, whatchamacallit.
No, whatchamacallit?
Yeah. No notification, baby. No notification.
The route guidance will start now. In 600 feet, turn right onto East Bay Drive.
Guys, is your footage looking clear, or is it, fuzzy? Mine was hazy there for a minute, and it just cleared up, so.
Well, there is smoke coming from the cars.
Well, that in the fire pit too, over yonder.
How does it look?
It looks okay now. But it was looking a little distorted.
Ah, maybe because of the signal.
Turn right at the traffic light onto East Bay Drive.
Well, sometimes I wonder if it's the lights too that kind of throws the camera off.
Well, you gotta remember it's high def camera, and I don't know. I think that these cameras here aren't the best. Sometimes they pixel.
I mean, it is starting to get foggy anyway, so you can see it.
And then the glare off the window.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Alrighty.
From that.
Yeah. Alrighty, here we go.
Continue on Current Road. We're about
Christmas
6 miles.
Lights, we're going to see a lot of tail lights. And we're off. Okay. that was really nice over there.
Yeah.
So how was y'all's evening? And what did you do?
These are the quiet ones. The ones that talk, they didn't get no notification.
Right? These are the shy ones. Okay. Yeah, it does kind of look a little hazy out there.
Good, they'll get the window too.
Yeah. All right, so alrighty. All right. Well, it did get cool. Ain't no two ways about that.
No two ways.
If it's cool here, it's gonna be a lot cooler towards home.
Right now, 60.
Well, enjoy your mocha coffee because you'll be wound for sound. You'll be wired for sound tonight.
I think the cup is pretty cool.
That is a cool cup. But I knew I had to get water after the coffee because it was caramel. It's sweet.
It's got some sweetness too from the
Mocha. And
yeah,
the peppermint.
and the mint.
Well,
Yeah, dude, no notification. 5 people.
Jesus. I text Katrina, but she could be putting the baby down.
Nobody. Nobody wants to talk to us.
Mark, I'm back. Clipped up.
Ask them if they get an. Did they
Also,
get an
had my physical upstairs in the clinic. Doctor said to watch my weight, so I decided we would have dinner at Dairy Queen. What the hell? I'll start tomorrow. I was wondering, Mark, if they cut them toes off. You were gone for an awful long time.
Did you get a notification or no? Because I don't think no notifications went out.
No, because we didn't get notified that it was live.
No.
I'm starting to think YouTube just don't want me to make any money.
I said you went one too many lives.
Yeah, right? You've done too many lives this week. Just wait, because we got more coming up. Yeah, what the hell, Mark? Start tomorrow. Yeah, yes, I got one, he said.
Oh, okay, cool.
What the heck's everyone watching TV? That's not allowed. Oh, I can shut the... Well, maybe.
Just say how long we walked.
I don't want to resume, dude. I'm not walking in the car. Almost a half a mile.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Okay. I'm good with that. I got my exercise in after eating dinner tonight. I hear him, but I don't. Okay, I see him up there. Welcome to Florida. That's all you see and hear. Ambulances.
Now we'll be crossing that bridge on the way back.
Oh, okay. That is a pretty bridge.
No, not that big one. The new one.
Oh, okay. The new Howard Franklin.
Yeah.
Okie dokie jokey. You better watch out because we don't know how they got red light cameras. And we ain't in itty bitty. But I haven't renewed the blue link.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I tell you what, we have seen more people decorating outside this year than we have seen in the past, 5 years?
Definitely. A lot of people are decorating more this year
than we've seen in the past 5 or 6 years, because even down our road, it's like, wow. That kind of gets you in the holiday spirit anyway. Oh, Mark says, I'm taping Survivor and the final episode of Amazing Race. Have you been watching 90 Days? Well, of course we have. Shimmer. Do you know what you will be cooking for Trash Talk Sunday yet? Not a clue, babe. Not a clue.
It's too far ahead. That's too far ahead. But who knows?
Yeah,
might just go get some Publix sandwiches.
I don't know about that. I might go get stuff to make sandwiches. But
yeah, that's true. We can do that.
Because I'm getting to where I don't like the bread. It's too hard. Hey. Michael. Hey, hey. Well, hey, hey. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Turn slight left onto Tampa.
Yeah, we're going to take that slight left to Tampa. Yeah, we were watching the 90 Days. We just finished the tell-all.
Why, Mark? Do you have cameras all over your house?
Oh, the
on
new...
the inside?
Oh, my God. The new ones they got for the new 90 Days. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be watching this. I'll be putting my headphones on and I'll be glued to YouTube for that hour.
Let's see if it's dirty.
Mark, now Pittsburgh doesn't have the oldest quarterback, 44-year-old Phillips Rivers, signed with the Colts. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Michael, have you guys ever done a live stream to Key Largo on the highway over the water?
No.
No.
That's down by Key West.
Yep.
In a quarter mile,
God,
turn slight left onto Tampa.
We haven't been to Key West in about 5 years.
Yeah. That one time we went to Key West, I think, just to ride a bike, and then we came home.
Turn
the same
slight
day.
left onto Tampa.
And that's when that older lady wanted to take us in, feed us.
Continue on current road for about 3 miles.
I figured Katrina putting the baby to bed, so I have the volume off, but I can read the chat. Okay, so the chat, the closed caption is available, Katrina? Michael, is key lime pie a thing in Florida? Yes, it is.
Especially in the Keys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a thing for me.
No, I don't like key lime pie.
But
because it's too sweet.
It is a Florida thing.
It's definitely a Florida thing. Everyone thinks the key lime pie is bitter. It's not. It's super sweet. And I don't like it. And that's why I don't like it.
think this is that new road that they built.
Okay. Hello, Dolores. Good evening, love. What is key lime? It's a lime pie with sugar, and it's made with limes. But they invented it in Key West. That's why it's called key lime. It was invented in the Keys. It's good. A lot of people love it. It's just, for me, it's too sweet.
This is that new bridge that they built, or new road that they built up in the air. That we met that guy that he lived down there.
Yeah.
With the Jeep Corolla.
Yeah.
Never been up here. It was the first time.
Yepers.
This bridge costs you money. This ain't free bridge.
Yeah, but it don't cost you like it does up north.
No, I'm saying this ain't a free bridge.
Where are you going? Dolores says. We're headed home. We were in Largo. We came out to do some filming of Christmas lights in Largo. So that video should be coming up in a day or two.
What the hell is that?
Have Verizon let you know you can get a new Samsung 25, but it's not the Ultra, so therefore I don't want it.
I'm not worried about the express lane. Express lane costs more.
Yeah, we're not doing the express lane. Mark, I rode with some friends to DC and we had to go across the Bay Bridge. And Dale said, you haven't seen anything yet. We pulled over and his girlfriend jumped in the trunk. She was scared to death. Oh my God. I can't believe the lizards in Florida
In a
can
half
freeze
mile,
and
keep
come
left onto
back to life.
I-275
But that's
north.
iguanas.
That's iguanas.
That's not lizards.
It's not a lizard. And it's not that they die. Because they're
In a
not,
quarter
they're
mile,
cold
keep left
blooded.
onto I-275
When it hits a certain
north.
degree, their metabolism slows way down. So it kind of like puts them in like a mild
Keep left
coma.
onto
So they can stay
I-275
warm.
So
north.
they can stay warm inside and keep living. And then as soon as it warms up, they wake up. So the cold just puts them in a deep sleep.
They do the same thing as flies.
Yeah.
You put a fly in a refrigerator,
Or a freezer.
it will just fall asleep. When you take it out, you can have it there for a week, 2 weeks. When you take it out of the freezer or refrigerator, when the fly warms up, it'll just fly away.
Yep.
But flies do the same thing.
Yep. Dolores, it's stormy weather in Seattle, lots of flooding. Oh my goodness, dear. Well, I hope you don't have to get out and drive in it, Dolores.
It's supposed to be a nice snowstorm coming across New Jersey
Yep.
and all the other areas.
Pennsylvania.
I know we're in,
New York.
did it snow where your uncle was at?
Michigan. Yeah, and he got the lake effect snow too.
Because over there in,
Continue on the current
he
road
got
for about
dumped on.
14 miles.
what's next to Michigan?
Wisconsin and Chicago.
Yeah, Wisconsin, it was snowing. The new speed limit, 55.
Well, I guarantee you that bike ain't doing 55.
Let's see if they changed it. Yep.
Mr. Him, good evening, everyone. Well, good evening.
No more 60, 70.
Yeah, we got, what's it called? A winter vortex coming.
Yeah.
So y'all better bundle up.
So much for climate change.
Michael, what is the name of the crab then can regenerate a claw? I don't have a clue, Michael.
Oh, I don't know.
Mark, come to find out a lady stopped on the bridge years before and the police had to drive her car to the other side while she was in the trunk. I guess it happens a lot. Mark
I
said
mean-
I laughed my ass off.
I mean, that bridge is one of several tallest bridges in the United States. I don't know what number that is as far as the height goes. But when they built that bridge, that's the new bridge. The first bridge, a boat hit it.
That's
A
the
ship
Skyway.
hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Skyway. That's what they're talking
Yeah.
about. And yes, there are people that do have panic attacks.
I used to.
There are people that they don't want to go over that bridge, not because of the history of the bridge, because that's how tall it is.
Yeah.
And at certain times of the year, depending on the fog and the wind, they will shut that bridge down.
And the rain.
Yeah. But certain times of the year, they
Yeah.
shut that bridge down.
Yeah.
Because it's so tall that it'll hit the clouds if
Yeah.
the clouds are low. And then if it's windy, it's so windy up there, it'll flip your car over
Sure will.
and stuff. So,
And it's a long way down to go splash.
yeah.
Summer, are y'all on your way back home? Yes, we are.
New bridge, new speed limit.
Buddy, stay on your side of the road. God, yeah, I used to be paranoid driving that damn bridge. I'm not now. I finally got over
There was
my
a bridge
fear.
we went over. Remember, the lights were off in Charlotte or something.
Oh my God, that's
Or
scary.
I'm sorry, South Carolina or something like
yeah,
that.
huh?
And I woke up and I was scared as there was no lights on that bridge or nothing. That bridge scared. It was so black out there. You didn't even know if the bridge was finished up on top.
Michael, yes, Florida is the lightning capital of the world. You can look that up. Yep, Florida is the lightning capital of the world. It can thunder on one side of the bay and strike you down on the next.
Yeah. It could rain in Tampa and lightning, sunny and lightning in Lakeland.
Mark, you talk about being scared. I had to drive a truck pulling a horse trailer across high winds. No, thank you, Mark. I'll pass on that, love. Yeah, the Skyway always scared me because, like I said, when I was little, we were supposed to go on that bridge that day to go fishing. And my grandfather's like, no, let's do it today. And then it was the very next day, we find out that a ship went through the bridge and a lot of people perished. And I guess I've always had that stuck in the back of my head. And then when they rebuilt it, it was higher than the original bridge. Really high, and it's steep. It goes straight up. So if you're, and with me being, well, I think I kind of conquered that, my fear of heights with that bridge. Michael, so did you guys buy from the Christmas store? I sure did.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did.
I bought me a reverend, and I bought me some lampposts to go in my village. Well, hello, Kyle. Miss ya. Bundle up, son, because next week is fixing to get wild. And we're going to be right in the middle of it with you. Weather-wise. I already told cameraman I'm packing me hiking boots. This way I don't slip and bust my bum. No more boo-boos. Michael, I have friends go all out for Halloween and Christmas. Yep. Well, I know we always go out for Halloween around our place. But for the past 5 years, not too many people were decorating outside their home. But boy, they are this year. Kyle, are you going to miss the Helen, Georgia Christmas parade? Oh no, when is that, Kyle? We're leaving Monday, babe. We should be there Tuesday morning, right?
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
We're leaving at midnight.
Yeah, leaving midnight.
12 a.m. Monday.
Yep, 12 a.m. Mondays. Then we'll be there later on during the day.
Yeah.
And we will be doing a live on that day or morning. When I was a teenager visiting my grandparents in Pompano Beach, I borrowed the car and went to the pier to hang out. It was only a couple of miles from where they live. Poured like hell but dried there. Jim Ross. Have a Merry Christmas, Ross, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, Jim Ross, Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Merry Christmas, Jim. Oh, it is on, yeah, then we'll miss it. Yeah, we'll miss it.
It's been up when we get there, the high is going to be in the 40s and the lows are going to be in the 20s.
And then we got the winter vortex coming to hit everybody. From Georgia all the way up to Maine. So BB's packing some layers. Summer cameraman, you better pack some long pants instead of shorts and stay warm. Oh, he is.
I'm leaving here in long pants. What are you talking about? We already got set. We got one pair of clothes. I'm leaving here with long pants. We got our abominable snowman coats that BB bought when I was in Jersey.
Yep. Oh, we'll never use those again. Yeah, okay. Where are you guys going? Right now we're going home, but early Monday morning we're heading to Georgia.
We're going to see if we get good views on our videos of a road trip.
Yeah, burrs.
Considering that we've been doing a lot of shopping and eating, and those views picked up.
Summer's like, we don't need another ER visit for cameraman. No, he's not staying that long, Summer.
But when we go to events, those don't get as many views as the eating and shopping. Where before when we traveled, they got more events, and
Yeah.
the eating and shopping didn't.
But we, got
Now we
more
hooked a group of eaters and shoppers.
Dolores, are you driving BB's car? No, we're taking the Tucson, love. Because on the way back, if we find something interesting, then we'll go check it out. So the bed will be put in the back. This way, if we need to sleep while we're on the road, then we can do that.
If we need to boondock, we'll boondock. No rush on the way back. But every time we do that, we drive straight through anyway. So.
Yeah. But
I mean, when I went to Jersey, I didn't expect to drive straight through. 18-hour driving straight through by myself. That was the help of everybody on the live that kept me awake.
Yeah.
And then there was can't remember that guy's name. I always told myself I'd never forget it, but I forgot it. But when I was in Delaware, he helped me through that. He was from that area, Maryland, Delaware, or Baltimore, in that area.
Yeah. He was around
and
Baltimore.
he helped me through the streets and everything to get where to turn down, what to go.
Yeah, thank God for
And if
him.
it wasn't for him, he kept me awake, man.
He'd still be trying to get to Jersey.
But I'm saying, it's usually you guys that come on. And then the last time was that guy from overseas, Tom.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him since then.
Or he was from Germany, I believe.
Since the last whatchamacallit. All right, hang on.
Oh, shoot. All right. You
Super
go,
speeders, but
you go, big boy.
they ain't playing around with the speeders here.
Kyle, go to Brasstown Bald. All right, I'll have cameraman look into that,
I don't know what that is. All I know is we're going to Helen, Georgia. Did you see that? Corvette is weird. Color.
It's like camouflaged.
All I know is we're going to Helen, Georgia. We're walking it during the daytime. We're walking it at nighttime. Spending the night and then heading back.
Mark, oh rats, I was hoping for some more sled riding videos. They were funnier than watching the Three Stooges.
I threw the sleds away.
Michael, what would you guys say is the best part of living in Florida? Are the taxes low? Not anymore.
I mean,
the only thing is we don't have state tax.
I mean, where we live at, the taxes are low. We pay $1,400 a year. But that's Lakeland. That's Polk County. If you live in Orlando, they might be a little bit higher. But again, not higher than if you live in Jersey and you're paying $5,000, $8,000.
Right.
So it all depends where you live at.
Yeah.
If you live in a county like Orlando or Tampa,
Largo, St. Petersburg.
That's where the big money is.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay more, but cheaper than other places.
Right.
Polk County is an agricultural county, so the jobs don't pay there. Like minimum wage is basically your jobs other than state and government jobs.
Yeah, but they pay $13 to $14 an hour.
Well, I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're going to get minimum wage.
Pay.
Or you're going to get, if you work for the state or government,
right.
Those are the ones that pay minimum wage for state and government levels. Versus if you went to Orlando, you made more money. If you went to Tampa, you made more money.
Right.
So depending on where you choose, like you go to Miami, you ain't going to survive. Miami is the most expensive
part of Florida.
Right. So it's just where you pick and choose where you want to live.
Right.
Some things are higher in Florida now, like house insurance, car insurance, because of the scams of people getting into accidents and stuff. And then the hurricanes. But other than that, I mean, where we live, right now I'm paying $80 an electric bill because it's wintertime, $135 in the summer. That's with the air conditioner running continuously. Our water bill's between $13 and $18 if we water the grass or not. Our cable bill or internet bill, we don't have cable, we have internet, is what? $49 or $39 a month.
Yeah.
We got our cell phones, and the house is paid off. So, like I said, it just all depends on how you spend your money and the area that you live.
Yeah. Mark, I thought cameraman was going to kill himself on the ice. You were close to going in. Very true, Mark. Very true. Dolores, someone stole a tire and plates off my Kona. Have locks on the tires. Damn, Dolores. Mark, thank you. They have the Homestead Act for seniors in PA. I paid $10 this year for real estate taxes. We have Homestead too here.
Yeah, they have Homestead here.
Yeah, we got Homestead here.
And stuff. And that's the other thing. If you live in the county versus the city, like people that live in the city, like Carlos and Sean, they pay a higher electric bill because they got sewer and water in their electric bill. Where I live in the county, I don't have sewer. We have a septic tank.
Right.
So those are other factors as well. I mean, it's a lot of research on on where to live.
Yep.
I've known many of people that came down and only lasted 6 months and left.
Yep.
Because they still wanted to live the lifestyle of up north instead of changing their lifestyle to what Florida is. Me, my first year, a lot of people, would be like, oh no, like do this, do that. And I always used to come down here and be like, man, that's not how we do it in Jersey. And then I finally learned after a year, you got to leave all that behind and you got to live like the Floridians live. And then that's how you'll have, because when I came down here, I was making $3.35 an hour with 4 kids in a brand new house. I left jobs that were $18 an hour. And I thought I was going to die. And I lived pretty good. I mean, I survived it. And a lot of people are moving to Tennessee because they say it's cheaper there. But it doesn't matter where you go. It just, you can go to Tennessee and it might be cheaper in an area where there's nothing out there. But go try living in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and tell me it's cheaper. Go try living in Nashville, Tennessee, and tell me it's cheaper. It's not cheaper there. No. It just, like I said, Florida is the same way. Just depends where you pick and choose where you want to live is going to depend on the cost of living there. So, someone comes from New York and they, move to Orlando and you want to live like you still live in New York, well, you're going to go broke. If you move down here, if you move to Florida because of Disney, you're going to go broke. Like I didn't move here for Disney. I moved here for my family and for a better life. So those are other factors you got to kick in too. Why am I moving to Florida? Am I moving to Miami because I want that Miami Vice life? Well, guess what?
You're going to pay
There's
for that.
people living in 1 bedrooms, 10 stacked in 1 room, because that costs more than a whole house in Polk County. I promise you. People in Miami, they're living like roaches, like sardines in a can and stuff. But
Mark, when I was younger and lived in Pittsburgh, I paid $6,000 a year in real estate taxes. That sounds about right. Michelle Snell, we got married in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Hey, from Pennsylvania. Well, hello.
But like I said, the reason I moved to Florida was because one day I was here. I was in a house in Kissimmee, or where does my uncle live in?
Kissimmee.
Yeah, but they call it something else. What was it?
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud. I was in a rental house in St. Cloud. It was me, my ex-wife, 4 kids, my mother, my father, my aunt, and 3 of my cousins were in this one house rented. And it had a small pool in December. And I was in shorts. It was like the weather was like this. A little cold, but then it warmed up to 70s. And I was just like 70 degrees in December, swimming in a pool. And then the following year I moved down here and stuff. And then that's how I found Lakeland. Everyone was, at the time, everyone was saying, no, go to Lakeland. Lakeland is cheap. Lakeland, you can find, big houses, big property. Because even Kissimmee at the time, it was still cheap, but it was still part of the, they consider Kissimmee, St. Cloud, Osceola. They consider all that surrounding the Disney park is considered Disney area. And
Theme park city.
Yeah.
Katie, were there any other cities you consider moving to in Florida?
I had property in Fort Myers, paid like $8,000 in Fort Myers. And the thing was, in Fort Myers at the time, because of the building code, you couldn't have, there was nobody out there. They were giving property for like $8,000 for half acres and stuff. A bunch of my family, we all bought land there, different pieces of land there. That area never developed over the time. And then when the economy went bad twice, I think with Bush and with Thing, it really, like, that area went to hell. Well, I was going to build down there, and then when they were telling me that, well, you can't put a trailer, like you have to have certain houses because Andrew had just hit in that area around there.
Yeah.
And every time a hurricane hits, building codes get different every year.
Change. They get stronger and stronger.
And then that area, there was no houses there. It was burning up. Like every year, there was an out-of-control fire, and it would just burn the whole. Right now, that area, still to this day, is only 20% full.
Yeah, there's still a lot
When
of
I was
land
there,
out
it was 5% full. But I went and sold that property for triple for what it's worth. Because now Fort Myers is building up slowly, but it's expensive to live down there. And there was a Walmart down there. There wasn't even a Walmart when I first moved here. After a while, there was a Walmart, and people were telling me in the area that's where they would hang out, was at the local Walmart, was the hottest spot in town, in that area in Fort Myers. And that was North Fort Myers and stuff. And like I said, I found this place in Lakeland, built a 4-bedroom, 2-car garage on a quarter acre or something for like $117,000. And my mortgage was like $600 a month. And it was just like I said, Lakeland, it took a while to get adapted to it, but because I was used to everything fast from Jersey. I was used to the city life. It was still country out there. There was still a lot of orange groves when I first moved there and stuff. And things weren't open 24 hours. And it was a big adjustment.
Yeah, back in those days, things actually closed on a Sunday.
But, the KKK was out there.
But like where I grew up in between Zephyr Hills and Dade City, mainly Zephyr Hills, you could buy a property really cheap back then. And because like my grandparents bought their 2 acres for like about $3,000, and that was with a mobile home already on it. And that used to be really cheap to live out there.
Yeah.
Right now, that area, because it's Pasco County, even in Dade City, was cheap.
Yeah.
But it's not. They cost more to live in those 2 towns in Pasco County than it does to live in Polk County, where we're at. That's how much my little city has grown up. No more orange groves. No more. It's all concrete now.
You could have what are they, mobile homes or?
Yeah, mobile homes, brick homes, log homes.
Are those modular homes or whatever?
Manufactured homes, yes.
You could have had a manufactured home and 2 acres, because manufactured homes are cheaper than cement homes, than block homes. You could have had a manufactured homes, I remember back in the 90s, with 2 acres for $40,000. $40,000.
Yeah.
But now, because everyone wants private property,
it's getting harder and harder
to find that. That's another advance that you have, is private property versus subdivision.
Right.
But
Mark, years ago when the gas wells went wild, I started a part-time job delivering hot tubs in the afternoon. One year I made $60,000. I delivered hot tubs and they were more expensive than their houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and the manufactured homes here, they have to be able to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. So these are not your old mobile homes, old manufactured mobile homes. These are built as sound as a brick house.
Yeah. But I mean, you still want a brick house versus a manufacturer. But like Dee says, today's technology, if you buy something 2025 or 2020, you're going to have a sturdy home that can be just a little bit under a cement house strong, but it still will be strong to handle like a 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
Because at a 5, I don't care if you got a cement house or not, Ain't nothing surviving at a Hurricane 5.
And I don't care if it's a $50 million home in Key
Yeah.
West.
It don't matter. You
It don't
ain't
matter.
surviving.
And Mother Nature's going to take it out. She's going to take it out. She don't care how much you spend
Yeah.
for it.
You be in that grace of God if you got away with that. And another thing, Lakeland is more higher land than some areas that are under the water. That's why in our area we don't flood where we live at.
No.
But if people live by creeks and rivers and lakes, well, they flood. But we don't. Because again, where we have our house at, it's used to be orange grove, so the land is higher.
Yeah.
A lot of those orange groves, in the 80s, they died from the freeze, and that's why they popped up like that in the 90s.
Crystal, good evening. Power came back on around 3:50. I was just looking at your Walmart video. You've got to love the screaming kiddos.
There's been a lot of screaming kids
Oh my
in the stores
God.
lately. A lot of screamers. People are having kids. People are having kids.
Jesus.
I'm telling you. People are having kids. Because I've never heard of screaming kids. Every store we've gone to, everywhere we go to, there is nothing but screaming kids.
It's like, teach them kids some manners already. Crystal, and it's always Walmart.
No, we had Aldi,
No, we
Publix,
have, yep.
every shopping video we have.
Lately,
It's
they're
been screaming kids. Only place they ain't screaming is in the restaurant. There's another one driving with no lights.
Brilliant.
Because his daytime lights are on.
Yeah.
Well, my lights are working.
On the inside. Where I live now is only about 10 miles away from West Virginia border. Clan County is only a few miles. Only one black family lives in the school district. Some people are so creepy they even scare me. Wow. Crystal, they probably couldn't get what they wanted. That's usually the way it goes, Crystal. Now, Mark, I did see a video or a documentary that certain parts of West Virginia that they don't even have internet, there's no jobs, and they're out there living like in the 1800s, literally. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think we had people living like that today. I mean, that's a scary damn thought right there.
And again, like I said, a lot of times people move to Florida, they move for the wrong reason, and they don't survive here.
Yeah, they usually don't make it 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I mean, you literally, if you're a type of person, I mean, I do it too. Like if I'm set on something and then it's not going right, I change it. I mean, if you're a type of person that, you know, if you were looking for a lifestyle change, or you've, like, I'll give you an instance. When we go to Puerto Rico, it's beautiful. Can never say nothing bad, that much bad about Puerto Rico. But when you live there, right now, Jose spends $300 on electricity, and half the time he doesn't have power.
Yep.
Like, they have no power, they have water issues, they have...
And it's because it's all monopoly out there, over there for that crap.
Yeah. So just think, as beautiful as that island is, and a lot of people will just be like, you know what, I don't care. I'll adjust to that. Like when we go to Puerto Rico, we go there to live as the locals live. We don't go there as vacationers. We don't go, that's why we don't want to move there. As beautiful as it is, we don't want to move there because we know how the locals live, and it's like I couldn't go from having power 24 hours a day, water,
internet,
just everything. very spoiled over here in the United States, to that. But when you move to Florida, it's got to be like you got to put 100% into adjusting. And that's any state that you move to, whatever state you choose. When I chose Florida, it was because of a vacation. That's why my first year, maybe 2, it was hard to live here because I was just like Jersey. I miss Jersey. I missed, but as time was going by, and again, at that time, there was a lot of country boys out there, like rednecks, that I worked with, and it was like they were showing me something different, and they kept telling me, giving me advice, like, hey, man, just do this, just try this, man, like, you got to be this, you can't be New Jerseyan, you got to become this, a Floridian. And as my years were changing, after the second year and third year, I didn't really miss Jersey that much. And then when I finally went back to Jersey, like after 4 years, and I smelt that rotten air, and then I was just like, I want to get back to Florida. But just remember that no matter where you move to, whether you went there on vacation or something, you can't move to a place because of that feeling. You have to make a life adjustment and leave everything else behind and become that new person and stuff. That's why when a lot of people are like, they say like, oh, where a lot of people are like, I'm from New York. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm from Lakeland. I don't say I'm from Jersey. I say I'm from Lakeland, because that's how proud I am to live here and stuff. So, that's the other feeling. If you're going to go somewhere and you're going to be like, well, I'm from California, or I'm from Tennessee. Well, take your ass on back to Tennessee. Well, what the hell are you doing here then?
Yeah. Crystal, they probably moved to Florida to be close to Disney. A lot of people do.
Yeah, and those are the ones that fail.
And those are the ones that fail.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you now, like with Florida, which for me, it wasn't a big adjustment other than the heat, because when I moved to Florida in 1979, I was only 8 years old. Okay. And the heat I had to get used to, because, oh my God, it was like hell. My blood's thick from being from Michigan. Come here, and we got here in April, and it was already, for us, we were hot, because it's 75 degrees out. We're cooking. Easter time, we're still waiting for snow for Easter. So it was a big change. But then when we went back to Michigan for just a year because of my grandmother, my dad's mom being sick, I miss Florida so bad, and that was the 1 year that they had a really bad, I guess, a vortex. Snow was past the door, and I told my dad I want to go home, and he goes, baby, you are home. And I said, nope, Florida's my home. I'm not used to this.
I mean, like the first year I was here, it was like 100 degrees during December and January. Like, I went through some phases where it was just summer all year long. I went 1 year with no air conditioning and no heat, where my heat and air conditioning system broke. But my aunt is going through the same thing right now from Puerto Rico. With all the luxuries that she has here in Florida, she does not like Florida because she is so adapted to not having light, how to survive on not having water.
Yeah.
Like I said, how to survive with no food in the stores. She's adapted to that life that in here, she just doesn't like it here because she thinks everything's expensive or whatever, but it's like I said,
Hey, Harley.
A lot of people, my uncle loves it here. That's why he built a brand new house.
Yeah.
And he moved here. He just got away from Puerto Rico because it was better health system over here.
Yeah.
Better doctors for what he needs for. But my aunt, she's just like, she just does not like Florida.
No.
And that's why I even try to explain that to her. Like, you just got to learn, like,
you got to adjust.
Like, you got to adjust that. I'm not in Puerto Rico. Stop. Because she would compare everything to Puerto Rico. Well, in Puerto Rico, Well, you're not in Puerto Rico no more. You're in Florida where you got water every day, where you got hot water.
Yeah, I bite my tongue
Where
with
you
that.
got electric every day, where you got foods in the stores, and there's plenty of things to do around here.
And you've got modern medical technology.
Yeah, it's
Mark, my brother-in-law would put hay up, and he hired some local boys to help throw the bales on the truck. He told me the one black kid asked to have some water. He told him, boy, do what you get paid. BB, they lived a simple life, but when the gas well money poured in, my wife's sister asked her to deposit the royalty check in the bank. She almost passed out when it was for $34,000. Yeah, I bet so. But when people come to Florida, they need to realize that, yeah, we are kind of at a fast pace because we do work our butts off over here. But let me tell you, when it's family time, we don't want to be bothered with nothing else. When you get home, when you clock out, it's like, don't bother to call me because you're on your own, folks.
And right now, just to get into Disney one day is $235.
Yeah.
Just to get into Disney.
Katrina, the baby is fussy tonight. Won't go to sleep. Katrina, she got colic?
No, Katrina's talking about her husband. That's Katrina's husband's fuss.
She probably got upset tummy.
She got colic. You better give her, what was that? Can't remember what it was called.
Because Lord knows they can have colic until they're a year old. Get them little gas bubbles in their belly. Oh, they're miserable little souls.
Can't remember what it was. I told her what to
that you
give
can
the
get
baby.
It. Yeah, you can get it at Walmart or Walgreens. It's for babies. God, John lived on that stuff. That boy had colic so bad. Harley, how was the car? Empty. Hardly, it was empty.
Everybody bought everything.
Oh my Lord.
I never knew how expensive fake trees were.
Well, when Dad's little tree finally falls apart.
I'm talking about like $2,000 for a fake tree.
Yeah, but look how tall those suckers were.
I know, but Jesus Christ. I'll go buy a real tree.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. $400, $500 for a small tree. Jesus Christ. That's gonna crumble up in your attic. And when you take it down, it's never gonna look the same and shit. But there was it was like someone went through that place and rampaged.
It was empty, Harley. Now, someone mentioned that there's a Rogers Christmas Wonderland in Largo.
No, I think it was called Largo Christmas Wonderland. I don't know.
Look for it was in the last live, so go back through the last live.
You have to go through the chat.
Go through the chat. But she said there's a Rogers Christmas Wonderland. It's in Largo.
Yeah, maybe she did say Rogers.
And she said that one was way bigger. But I mean, it was empty, girl. I was like, holy cow. Because we were there with Sean this summer and it was packed.
Yeah, in the summertime, there was overflowing with stuff. Now it's just empty.
But I did find me some street lamps to go in my village and like a little reverend that I can put in front of my big chapel, my big church in my village. So that'll be cute. But I'm telling you, it was naked in there. I almost thought we were in the wrong store.
Even the nutcrackers disappeared.
Yeah, they
wasn't that many nutcrackers.
No.
There. Wasn't that many nutcrackers nutting cracks.
Harley, I wish there was something like Frankenmuth here. Yeah, we don't have that.
Hey, Harley, have you ever gone to Largo Park, the Largo Central Park? They have a light show going on there.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Very beautiful light show, free.
Now, Harley, there's supposed to be something like that in Michigan that's open all year round. Right?
I remember Brooksville had that Christmas store open all year round.
She said, no, I seen it online, but haven't went.
You need to go. I don't think she's far from there.
Well, she's in Riverview, so.
Oh, yeah. I promise you.
So she's a little bit closer.
You need to go. I keep thinking she's in Port Manatee for some reason.
I don't know, but you need to get that out your head.
I could have sworn we were talking to someone in Port Manatee.
She said, yes, it's Frankenmuth. Okay. Next time I go to Michigan, I'm going to have to stop by there because I wanted to go there the last time because it was like in the winter. Around January, February we went that last time?
Yeah.
I know we didn't go last year because Uncle Ron said to make sure that boy had a real coat and not that Hungry Howie's thin shit. Make sure that boy's got a real damn coat. It's in Birch Run, north of Flint. All right. Yeah, my uncle was so funny. That boy better have a damn snow coat, not that damn thin Hungry Howie shit. I told him, I said, I'm working on it. Harley's World. It's like Helena, Georgia, a German town. Oh, nice. Ouch. That's not nice. Yeah, when I take my car in, they're gonna tell me I need an alignment.
I'm sure they're gonna tell me. And I'll tell them when I get new tires, I'll get the alignment.
I may need it after driving back and forth to Zephyr Hills to Miss Debbie's. You know where they're doing that construction, that damn...
Well, they said you needed an alignment.
Yeah,
they said I needed an alignment.
Probably going to be a lot worse alignment.
That's all right. I'm going to get new tires.
Man, I hit that hole and I went boom, boom, and I was like, oh crap, that's not good. So, shit, that just messed up my alignment. But I let go of the steering wheel and it still went straight, so. Oh, keep me in that car.
It's 55, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's 55 out here.
Yep. It's a little chilly. Chihuahua.
It's 55 and we're wired up from coffee.
Yeah, right? Don't worry. I'll take my medicine when I get home. That's going to get all jacked up next week. Yeah, so Harley, don't go out to Clearwater for that one. Look for the one in Largo. And I pray it's not as empty as the one in Clearwater.
Yippers. A countdown to the end of the year. We've all survived.
Mark, I remember when we were kids, we would go to the Christmas tree farm to cut our own tree down. It flew off the roof of the car by the time we found it. It looked like Charlie Brown's tree.
We did that one year.
Yep.
We went and cut our own tree.
Yeah, me and my kids did that. They had such a blast doing it. We did it at the one in San Ann, over there by the church, our church. Yeah, they had such a blast doing that. Put it on the roof, brought it home. And they looked at me and said, Mom, now what do we do with it? I was like, we got to put it in the house. sorry. I lost my medieval powers to just zap it from the car to the house. But I love the smell of a fresh Christmas tree, especially in the house. Oh, why don't you go buy that one on Decent?
Decent?
Yeah, the house I wanted to show you.
Yeah, we can go by it. Is it far or?
No, it's not far. You got to turn down Decent, like we're gonna go to Temple Terrace the back way.
And then how far from there?
Maybe about a mile. Harley, I love the smell, but I hate the mess. Well, that's true. Yeah, and ours was a mess because we had that thick carpet. Oh boy, I was vacuuming out pine needles for about 3 months.
Is it on Decent Road or Knights Griffin Road?
It's on Lindell. You know when we turn on Decent and then we make the left to Lindell? It's at that end of that road.
Okay.
But I don't know, Harley, for pricing some of these trees, I think it'd be worth using the vacuum. What's that tree that they advertise on TV where you put it together in sections and the lights are already there? Blossom.
I think that's what it is.
John and Tiffany bought one of those a few years back. I just got a pre-light small pencil tree. Those are cute. We seen one of those today. Yeah, the one I got's only about, what, 2 feet tall? 2.5 feet tall? It was my dad's, so, and my mom gave it to me. One year when I was single, she gave that to me. Mark, on Christmas Eve when we were kids, my parents would have all the parents come over for a party and they would decorate the tree while we slept. One year when we got up, there was a man passed out under the tree. Wow.
That Decent?
No. I miss the old times. That should be decent. Yep. Okay. Katie, where did y'all have dinner? Fishbone Fishbone Grill. My brother made a joke and asked if that was my older sister's present. Oh my God. That's messed up, Mark. Were y'all boys trying to marry off your sister or what? Harley, if you like antiques, there is a Christmas antique store in Ybor. That place brings back childhood memories. Oh wow, we'll have to check into that.
I never knew there was one in Ybor.
No.
I know when we go to Helen, I found some places like an antique place and an antique store. Not an antique, a grocery store that's antique.
Oh wow. That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. They got it lit up tonight. See how pretty it is?
Is there a car coming on your side?
No.
Cool. So is the houses that are hidden.
Yeah. And they can't see it.
Is there anyone behind us?
No.
BB wanted to show me this. Look at that, guys.
That's awesome. They got Candy Cane Lane. They got Santa going up in the sleigh.
I got a manger.
Yeah.
They got a manger.
So I said a lot of people are decorating their yards this year. Normally people haven't been decorating like that in years. And I wouldn't have found it if I hadn't have been coming from the client's house out of Tampa. Coming home the back way. Mark, when I played Santa at the mall one year, my sister was in charge of hiring the Santas, and she needed me to fill in. So for $100, I agreed. One kid kicked me in the knee and called me an MF. He was mad. I guess so. I think I would have been a little mad myself.
I think that's what Mark's gonna call me. He's gonna call me an MF.
Dude, what are you waiting for? Christmas?
He's waiting for his text message to come through. Because he was turning right.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy thing is the card is gonna get there before Mark's surprise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Mark's gonna get his surprise when we're on the road.
Harley, Symphony Isle in Apollo Beach Christmas lights is Sunday. It's the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. You've got to go one year. All right, we'll put that on the list. You got it.
Yeah, as the year is coming to an end.
Oh, this joker's probably on the phone or drinking or both. Get around it.
We're trying to get to as many lights as we can.
He's on the phone.
And hopefully we can get to all of them.
Yeah.
We still got the Church Street, Ariana.
Yep, we do.
Those are two of the most important.
And hopefully we can get the kids to come with us.
Oh, and then we got the parade Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
All right, guys. I want to thank everyone who joined us for both the lives. Keep an eye out. You never know we're going to go live unexpectedly. So until then, everybody take care. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. See ya.